What's up, y'all? It's True. Let's do it. I'm gonna attempt to give y'all my take as of today on what they say happened to Takeoff. I'm just gonna. I done reread the paperwork they put out last night. Houston on ABC 13, and let's get it. You know what I'm saying? It goes like this. Chain of events. All right. They got the number of people that was on surveillance in and around the bowling alley as 34. Specific ass number. I mean, they had to count them per all the video, and not just the cell phone video. I'm talking about the high-tech surveillance cameras that was in and around the area. So that's 34 people. All right. We seen Quavo, Migo Bandz, riding around in the Fifth Ward, pistol on the seat, you know what I'm saying? And even in that video, Quavo looked spooked, like real out of place and shit, you know what I'm saying? But that's that. All right, they had a basketball game at a gym that night. Quavo was there. Lil Cam was there, and the dude that he was hanging with, they got him listed. His last name is Watkins. You know what I'm saying? So they had a basketball game. Like the female said, that don't nobody want to believe. You know what I'm saying? She didn't want her identity known, but she say she's very close to the princess, and she lives in Houston. But she did say something happened. This shit started at the Fifth Ward. So you got to take that into accountability. And she said, she claimed that's where this shit came from. So she must be talking about the basketball game. Now, reading the paperwork they put out last night, Migo Bandz said he had his eyes on Lil Cam and his partner, the Watkins dude, the whole night because of what happened at the basketball game. You know what I'm saying? So he said he was watching them, you know what I'm saying? Quavo exchanged words. The paperwork said, to make this point very clear, that Quavo was arguing with Lil Cam and somebody else, according to the paperwork they put out by watching the surveillance footage. So we seen Quavo arguing with somebody, you know what I'm saying? We don't need no chopped up footage, but we also got to keep an open mind that this is the HPD and cover-ups is prone. So let's just assume Quavo was arguing with Lil Cam and his partner. Well, you heard Quavo say, man, I don't want to talk about no basketball game, bro. You just seen me play basketball. All right, cool. And then here come the infamous words that popped the chain of events off in my eyes. Man, let's go before I hurt somebody. All right, you can't do that. But he did it. He said it. He was walking away. Got to give him that. You know what I'm saying? He was walking away. And despite what you heard, this is just straight from the paperwork. I heard a couple of bloggers saying Lil Cam punched Migo Bandz, but the paperwork says the opposite. It says Migo Bandz was on point. He was eyeballing these niggas because after Quavo said that, start walking out, niggas start reaching. Lil Cam started reaching, and he just sprung on him. I mean, he punched him. You know what I'm saying? He punched him, and the paperwork says he pushed the other dude and tried to retreat. You know what I'm saying? And somebody from the other side, you know what I'm saying, was started firing. So they say that's Patrick Clark. I mean, until we see the high-tech footage, we just gonna have to go by the paperwork. So let me recap right quick. All right, Quavo arguing with Lil Cam and his partner. You know what I'm saying? Dice game. Motherfuckers don't like to lose money, don't care how rich they is, which that don't make no sense. If you got millions, why is you shooting thousands and shit? Go to the casino. You know what I'm saying? Go do that. You want to gamble, but don't be gambling around hood niggas. That's hungry. All right, so Quavo got tested, you know what I'm saying? So walk off, and shit. That's what I'm saying. That's where we at. Migo Bandz watching Lil Cam and his partners and just feel like it's a robbery for to go down. That's per his statement. So he swung, pushed the other dude, and I guess he had his strap out. Here come the shot, boom, 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 boom. So they blaming that from the other side, aiming towards Takeoff. So they're saying DJ Pat is the one responsible for shooting Takeoff in his head. Front, they say the trajectory is from the front left side of his head, not from the back. And they clearly said that Migo Bandz couldn't have shot Takeoff because he was aiming in the opposite direction, the bowling alley. You know what I'm saying? So that means he was over there with Takeoff on his side, and DJ Pat was on the other side somewhere. All right, they say it was a total of 9 shell cases found, 8 from the same gun and 1 from a 9mm. You know what I'm saying? So that would make 2 shooters. They said they did not see Lil Cam let off not 1 shot. You know what I'm saying? They found 9 shell cases, but in the video, you hear clearly more than 9 damn shots, unless I need to slow it down. Could have been 9 or 10. Could have been 15 or 20. I just pop, 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 pop. All right, Takeo goes down. You know what I'm saying? Takeo is hit. He mortally wounded. You know what I'm saying? They also say after Takeoff fall, they see, let me back up. They said DJ Pat, he had a wine bottle in one hand, a pistol in the other one. So he was shooting and holding his bottle. And then after the shots ended, they see him flee to the House of Blues with the wine bottle, sit it down, and never went back to pick it up. But he did go back to the bowling alley with a gun in his hand, specifically coming from the paperwork. So he let out the shots. Gotta say allegedly, you know what I'm saying? But they say he did. You know what I'm saying? Let out the shots. Clearly, he's on video. Took the wine bottle, pistol, went to the House of Blues, sat the wine bottle down, came back to the bowling alley shortly after that. Who was he coming back to the bowling alley for? The same person as the paperwork said. Per his cell phone records, he called the boxer before they made it. They came in together. And after the shooting, he called the boxer after that. After he had let out the shots. So that's who he was going back for, the boxer. You know what I'm saying? And him and the boxer left together, you know? And shit, what transpired with all them days after this, that he ain't flee town or whatnot, I mean, we're gonna have to find that out later. But that is per the paperwork. Now they want to search his truck because he was found with a gun, but it wasn't a gun. It was a .45 caliber, and they were looking for a 40. You know what I'm saying? So they know that ain't the gun. So they want to search his truck, which I find that kind of peculiar, because if y'all doing an active investigation and his truck been sitting up in there, why you ain't already did that? So some kind of off with that. Maybe Houston, where they do business. I don't know. I watched every episode of First 4 Days, so I know damn well they going to search their vehicle. So, and then he had a lot of straps in the car, a lot of straps in the truck. You know what I'm saying? Another thing, the reason why they knew, because they pulled the surveillance footage from outside, all around the area, seeing who's coming in, who's going. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's where we at. A couple of weeks go by, they arrest him. After they get Lil Cam, then they get him. You know what I'm saying? Now, we're going to have to assume that somebody told something, and then they had to alert him for him to be on the run. So I guess he started running. I guess he thought, you know what I'm saying, with the mob ties and shit, you know what I'm saying, he was gonna be all right until Lil Cam went to jail. And then I guess, I don't know, you know, they say Jay Prince Junior name was in the paperwork at first as a witness and all that. But then they say everybody left. You know what I'm saying? So somebody had to come forward, and then they got that in there too, anonymous witness. So that's where we at right now. And so those are the facts according to the paperwork. Now let's get to the whole from Duke the Jeweler to Takeoff and these dice games, and then the rapper life mob ties run. You know what I'm saying? It's been speculation that motherfuckers ain't right, and there's been too much going on, and people in high places are protecting these folks for many, many years. That could be true. You know what I'm saying? It has to be true. And then we got the mayor, who's might well just call him mob tied too, because he's clearly doing unprofessional shit, posing with his hands up, you know what I'm saying, with these folks, 2 watches on, got their jewelry on, they drip. So obviously he's not your typical mayor, more like JWP in Dallas, if you will. JWP a commissioner. But Houston been corrupt. You know what I'm saying? That shit controlled by the cartel. Cartels control the banks. And without crime and government funding and the cartel, man, Houston wouldn't even be what it was. Well, it might be, but they say Mexico is invading, taking over Texas, and like I told y'all, 40 counties is trying to get the governor down there to stop that shit, but he ain't budging. It's too much money and it's too much power. They calling Mexico like narco-terrorism and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? They smuggling humans, guns, drugs, illegal aliens, all kind of shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Whatever part, you know what I'm saying? And then you gotta consider what the last video, I ain't gonna say the last, but right before he was arrested, DJ Pat made a video that was kind of cryptic, saying, to get a championship ring, you gotta play your part. It don't matter what part you play. Now, if the team win, everybody get a ring. And I found that kind of peculiar. So I will go ahead and address the industry hit part. Could be possible. It could be a whole setup, and whoever controls the cameras and whoever got that much power to suppress the witnesses, that's more than just the G code, sticking to the code and shit, because normally you have one, but the only witness we got that they say is Migo Bandz. And they already gave him a pass. He clearly couldn't have shot Takeoff. His shit went into the bowling alley. You know what I'm saying? And we see Lil Cam run into the bowling alley. I don't know who this Watkins dude is. I don't break down videos like these other cats. And then that's another thing. Y'all need to go ahead and chill out, because it seems like y'all beefing, these bloggers are out of control, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why I just stick and move. That's why I stopped going live over a year ago. It just come with too much drama. You know what I'm saying? Not to say I can't come back, but it's just like I bringing people into it, like just bloggers beefing, talking about, I got this first. Niggas sending this over here, crop shit, edits it, trying to set each other up and shit. Everybody losing focus, talking about, I had this first. Stop stealing my work. God damn, it's with justice for any fallen black king, then we all on the same damn team. I ain't saying nothing, bro. My name True is up. Like, share, subscribe, always support. And I appreciate everybody for listening to what I had to say concerning this. And as the more details come out, of course, I'll be here. Cash App $, True is up #2 if you like what I do. True.